Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday Underground stream. This is the place where we just lay it out. We spit out truth, we spit out fact, we don't kiss ass to people because they have larger channels. We're gonna have a good time here as always. And just so everyone knows too, I'm making a slight change on the Sunday stream. It's not gonna be the chill stream anymore, just because some of the topics we hit, they're not exactly chill, and we kind of go in different places. It's going to be the Sunday roundtable, just so you guys know. I'm gonna change it over to that. So
how many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Speaking of assholes,
You've been waiting for this.
Let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
I'm going to punch him out and I'm going to go to jail and I'm going to be happy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Tommy, how you doing, my friend?
Just chilling like a guinea pig villain, having a lot of fun. How you all doing? How you doing?
Say hello to your mother for me. No, I think we're doing all right. We're gonna have a good time. There's a couple of good topics to hit here today, anyway. But that's why we're just kind of jump straight into it with quick hellos. Lasso of Truth, how you doing, Trina?
I'm well, glad to be here again. Looking forward to another awesome stream with you guys.
Oh, it's always a blast having you, and very happy that you're here. Chris Fist Buddy, how you doing?
Oh yeah, glad it's Friday.
That's right. You getting ready for some good old Nancy talk? So I had to do that for the doc. He couldn't make it today, so he's got some company over, but he sends his love to everybody because the doc's awesome. Hail a dig outlook.
Oh yeah.
We got Angelus Draven in the house, our resident vampire. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. A little tired still.
Yeah, because he just flew in, and boy, are his wings tired.
And yeah, they are pretty tired. But I'm looking forward to whatever we're going to talk about today.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Do you wipe your mouth before you? Never mind.
Depends on the mood.
He's well rested.
Nasty.
Not really, but hey, we got Adam Shawhan in the house. How you doing, super fan?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. It's all right, Draven. You're tired, but at least you're not being a wiener.
It's true.
There's a lot of wieners out there, but hey, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up. A big hello to everybody in the chat. Again, Adam was first one in tonight, saying hello to everybody. We got Iceman Modeler. How you doing, bro? Always great seeing you. We had a little bit of funny back and forth over on Twitter. Because, again, the world is crazy. It's mad. It's madness. Papa Cotton's in the house. He's sending his love over to Nancy as well. Her blue cheese to but anyway, hold on. Let me share a screen here. We got some craziness that's been going on. Good old Nancy's out, which is about time. Holy crap. She's been in there since 87. I didn't even realize that.
We need term limits.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be all political shit. We're going to bounce around to a few things. When I made this image for the show, I didn't quite get the extra information that was coming in, but Hans Cock tipped me off on a couple of things, and we'll jump into that in a minute. But we do have a funny story here with Disney World. The lovely surprise. Did anyone hear about this yet? The Little Mermaid ride?
No.
Does it have the palace
the dick?
Yeah, on it or no?
Well, I'm sure there's
No, they're using the real Ariel instead of the what is it, the hammerhead?
Yeah, they didn't change that yet, apparently, but they might. No. The funny thing was over in Disney World, apparently they had to close the ride down because of mold. So potentially that ride has gotten a lot of people very, very sick. For them to have closed it down, it might have been the really bad kind of mold. So
mold.
Well, we better not say it because
The Netflix special mold.
yeah,
that's right.
The one that turns you into a bunch of crazy hillbillies. That one.
Yeah, the cordyceps.
You know what did they expect when they got those soy motherfuckers always running on all these rides? And you notice people are always pissing and shitting on themselves all the damn time because you see them on Twitter with their nonsense. So what they think was going to happen?
Well,
I really thought for sure you were going to tell me that they discovered Ariel has a schlong underneath her fish bottom on the front.
That's her
of the
dingle
ride.
hopper, damn it.
She just sticks a fork in it and twirls. No, this is just
Helicopter.
this shit is crazy, man. All this stuff is it's like never ending. And Disney, yeah, they keep going out of their way to just make more trouble for everyone anyway. So yeah. Hey, do you need any more reason to boycott all this shit? I mean, seriously, you know, it's nuts. But I know we did have another person that kind of joined the ranks over with good old Hans Cock. I don't know if you saw that earlier. I'm gonna have
that was priceless.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get my YouTube shit open. Hold on. Oh, I gotta stop screen first. And then reshare this thing. Because we know YouTube is still and StreamYard, they still can't get their shit together. So 1 second here.
Of course.
Well, if they hired Amber Turd, she'd be able to get all the shit together for him.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. So here we go. Here's good old Hans Cock, your favorite. You love him. And here's his new friend. Hello everyone, it's your old pal, Hans Cock. And I want to introduce to you a new friend of mine, Walsh Cock. Hi everyone, I'm Walsh Cock. And I make documentaries and things, and my next documentary is actually going to be on what is culture war and what are culture warriors. Now, is it the people who fight Disney on a regular basis and attack them like crazy and then run out and watch all of their product? Like Wakanda Forever, grab your boyfriend, go watch the film. I don't know, but we're going to break it down. So, yeah, I think the special guest is going to be Hans Cock. And, yeah, we'll have a back and forth on this, and it's going to be fantastic. So stay tuned, folks. Hans Cock was right again. Always trust Hans Cock. Well, you heard it here first. So it's like I am so over every one of these so-called warriors who keep doing the same bullshit day in and day out. They'll
let me sum it up like this. You can't supposedly, as a lot of these weirdos say, fight a culture war from your knees. Just saying.
Yeah, you can't. And it's ridiculous. These people do it all the time. I don't watch their stuff at all. I never did. I maybe tuned in for a minute or two here or there in the last 4 years or something, because I just didn't know who the hell they were. I'm like, I'm not impressed. But to see, like, I just going over on their pages and that's all it is. It's like they promote all of this stuff, and then you go over there and they shit all over it, and then they run out and they consume more product. So I do not get it. I really do not. But don't worry. Yeah. Oh, Papa Cotton. Yeah. Again, Walsh Cock, he wants to do a full documentary. So watch out. It'll be coming before you know it. That's just a teaser, I guess. But
it's like the same thing with what was that New Warriors things with like Be Positive or whatever the fuck his name was in Screen Time. It's like
I thought that would be A negative.
AB negative. Or, I don't know. Fucking know. Anyway,
whatever it was stupid.
Weird.
If nobody would have even said anything, I would have had no idea that shit even existed, which means it would have died even quicker. Like,
yeah,
but they bring light to the shit, and people then find out about it, and it's like, oh, okay, and then they get rage because it's all about, getting a reaction out of somebody.
Oh yeah,
some of it though, like for me, like I can't blame people who give attention to it because it's like a car wreck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But like, I blame the people that like bitch about it and then go buy tickets for it. You know?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's exactly it. And that's what that whole point of that was. The satire about Walsh Cock and Hans Cock and their wonderful conversations that's gonna come out very soon. But oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say I've seen a lot of car wrecks now on Twitter that I don't think like I could have lived my whole life and been happier not seeing. Like, have you guys seen the the deaf woman who sang Celine Dion's Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You" and got a standing ovation for it.
Oh, I thought it was
haven't
also.
seen it.
I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, well, I literally thought that it was also something else that was added to that. I thought it was also a transformer.
Oh yeah, well of course, it's like Miss Greater Dairy, got to be built like a dump truck. But it sounded like those husky videos, and it's like how is this not mean spirited? Like
I'll tell you what, I had less of a problem watching that, Chris, than I do trying to watch anything from Disney, though. I will say that much.
Yeah.
Woo. I don't know. All of it's ridiculous. Like I said, man, it's people just want to. I don't know. Throw their own friends into the bus just to get that extra money too, and they think that it's wonderful to go support these companies. It's not. Sorry, these companies they keep destroying things over and over. So if you cry about them and then you run out in the same breath and like, oh yeah, I watched it all, and you're reviewing every episode of whatever stupid show.
Yeah, you're just feeding the machine.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like, it's one thing if you just want to watch it because that's something you enjoy.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Mhm.
But you're sitting there like, oh, yeah, I'm fighting this war, but then you're just adding to the machine and giving them basically the only reason they're getting people to be pissed off is because it's free advertising. They don't have to spend any money on advertising.
What's their favorite saying for that? I mean, that shit started with, wasn't it from Doomcock that started, "We do not kneel"?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do not kneel, but they do prostrate like a motherfucker. And you know what? Shame on you, Chris. Shame on you. Picking on Old Yeller for the way that she's singing. Horrible stuff.
Yeah, Frank and the Clan didn't seem to mind it.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just saying. And for those that haven't figured it out, Disney's trolling you fools.
Yep.
Oh, they truly are. Yeah, I think Adega dropped. He sent me a link or something to what the hell's her name? The one who played Hela in the Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett?
Yeah, Kate Blanchett. Her I guess her new movie or something, where it's like they kind of make it obvious that they knew what they were doing, using entertainment and social media to control the narrative, and then like they're trying to poke fun at it to flip it the other way, like they do in politics, to be like, yeah, it's like we're being funny and witty, and we're aware of what we had done.
What we called out from the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, that clip really, like, it completely destroyed any pretenses of like misguided or good intention missteps or just incompetence. Like the character literally says, "This is how we did it." You're a product of social media, and the whole like white man is bad thing. And it's like, okay, if you know enough to write that, it means that you have a full understanding of exactly what was going on. So yeah, it's a big slap in our face. I mean, it's like pulling it out of your pants and smacking somebody in the face with it.
Oh, that's exactly it.
I've gotten into a couple of arguments on Twitter. Imagine that. About this stuff. I said back a while ago that people are attributing lack of talent to like Disney and like Marvel and whatnot. And I was saying it's not lack of talent. This is absolutely intentional. And they're like, no, it's lack of talent. And I'm like, you're totally underestimating them.
Yeah.
This is absolutely, it's intentional.
Well, we were warned. Bezmenov warned us of this back in the 80s.
Yeah. Well, but you didn't even have to go that far back. I mean, there's plenty of other people who warned us.
Yeah.
Like good old Hans Cock. I told you, folks, boycott this shit. I don't want to be part of it. The latest that dropped, if you guys were unaware of it, Empire Magazine, they dropped some more info on Indianapolis 7. Listen, folks, this movie is a dumpster fire. And apparently it's going to have time travel. So,
oh God, really?
Get ready for a colossal mess, and not just the kind I leave in my diapers every day. This is going to be monumental. See, I didn't know I was filming another Indiana Jones film. I thought I was in Star Trek again, because I had that big Wookiee next to me, Phoebe Wall or something or other. And every time she opened her mouth, I heard. So
Hans Cock, is it true? Is it true? I heard that this one is going to be called Raiders of the Lost Parking Spot.
It's true. This movie's a dumpster fire. It's the worst of the worst. You're going to think Crystal Skull is an Oscar-winning picture. Give it a Golden Globe and then take that Golden Globe and shove it up your arse. Because this is shit. Boycott it. From apparently the leaks that came out, people keep asking me over and over, Hans Cock, is it true? Is it true? And I say, yes, it is true. I slept with your mother. But the leaks confirm that this movie, it's going to be really, really bad. No, there's no mutt in it. There's one reference to him. And then it's a lovely journey back in time to 1933. And there's going to be some kind of golden clock, Phoebe Waller something, or Wookiee.
Wait a minute. Did you say golden clock or golden cock?
Take your pick. And then give it to your mom. Anyway, so back to the story at hand. There's going to be time travel, and Indianapolis Jones, he's going to sacrifice himself. But it's not me. It's going to be a younger version of me. Ooh, drum roll. Guess what? He's going to die. And when he dies, old Indy fades out into non-existence. So, God bless everyone. This franchise is buried. And they're going to erase the original 3 films. So there you heard it, folks. It's going to be a disaster. This is why they haven't dropped the trailer yet. So they don't know what to do. How do we shoot this? Should we do reshoots just for a trailer? Should we make it look like a different film altogether? They don't know because it's garbage. They can't stitch this together even if they tried. Here's some crazy glue. Here's some duct tape. And here's a Harvey Weinstein situation all over again.
You know, here's the thing that really does bug me about this kind of shit. When you talk about somebody like Steven Spielberg, who wanted nothing to do with this shit because he seen the direction it was going in, why didn't he step in as being the creative owner of this and try to freaking wrestle it back away from fucking Disney at that point? Like, why do these people that write this shit come up with these wonderful characters and these franchises just sit idly by while these freaking bastards at freaking Disney continue to destroy it?
Yeah, it's all about money. They get a kickback for it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, plus it's part of the agenda. I mean, I heard they're replacing Indy with a woman because that's how everything is now. Like they even came out with the MCU. They finally admitted what we've been accusing them of. They're like, yep, it's all MCU, and that's a good thing. It's like, no, it isn't. Look at your sales. Nobody wants to watch that shit. Yeah. Not even women want to see that. Like, you're not appealing to anybody.
Well, I mean, it's no secret that they were going to go female because do you remember the picture of Kathleen Kennedy and she was wearing that shirt, "The future is female"?
Yep.
I mean, they've telegraphed it. It was never a secret.
Yep.
Oh, obviously.
How long will you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
No. Nobody wants you to do it again. So,
it wasn't made for you. It wasn't made for you.
Hold on.
Okay.
You could see the disdain in her face because they've told her nobody likes you, and we did have to pad the box office. You could see it in her face because it's not like a joyous thing. It's I don't know. Does anyone want to see me do it again? She's giving attitude. So like that attitude comes from people higher up saying it. Like you're bad. We need to scrap it. You're not going to be the future of this. That's why they had to pivot so many times, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. They're completely lost.
Hey, Vin, can we hit something in the chat real quick?
Yeah.
Blue Boy. I know I'm in the minority, but my favorite film is Indy 4. I'm a massive Alien guy and really, really enjoyed it. To be honest, I'm tired of the hate it gets. It's good. I would say I don't hate it, and you know what? I've actually, said this a few times. I don't hate it. I do think it is the weakest. One of the weakest in the entire franchise, just because some of the stupid shit, especially like the thing with the damn the refrigerator. No, the refrigerator.
Oh, the refrigerator.
The refrigerator was so retarded.
What about
that
the
thing
Elvis monkeys?
It would have been disintegrated. It would have been disintegrate. There would have been nothing left of that refrigerator. But
for me, it's the refrigerator, it's the ants and the monkey swinging on the vine stuff that they were doing.
Oh, the ants were great.
My thing is Indy's best place is when he's fighting Nazis.
Yes.
Like Kate Blanchett was not even remotely intimidating. Like it wasn't scary. It was dumb. Like, I mean,
you know what?
If you like it, good on you. I fucking hated it.
Here's the thing. If you could watch that and get any enjoyment out of it whatsoever, that to me, that's still a win. That's still a positive.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like like anybody that tells you that you shouldn't like something because they dislike it. Yeah, those guys can, like. Just because I hate it doesn't mean that you should too. Like, more power to you, man. Dude, this world sucks. If you can find joy in it, then more power to you.
I like the beginning up until the refrigerator part. Like old Indiana Jones, I was like down for that. And then Nazis, okay, great. And then you get to the refrigerator part, and you're like, you're not even trying. But okay, it's like a cereal, right? We'll go with it. Yeah, we're fine with everything up to like Shia LaBeouf, and then that. I'll take the ants. I'll take the aliens. I'll take the damn refrigerator. But that was it for me. I'm like, oh hell no.
Well, yeah. Well, Chris made a great point. Everyone is making great points because that is the thing. Listen, if you enjoy something, good for you. God bless. But if you're sitting there shitting on it nonstop and then you go and see it
and acting surprised about it too, like Sherlock Holmes gathering all the evidence and then just throws it in the
especially bin. Angeles, especially after they spent the last 3 or 4 weeks previous to that film coming out reading all the Reddit blog posts of what's going to happen. And then they act like they're surprised when they see it. I can't believe this.
I know.
Well, it's because it's content for their show. They're just parasitizing off garbage.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, that's it. They're parasites. Here's the thing. I knew somebody who actually read the original script for 4, and it was Frank Darabont who was supposed to do the entire movie. Yes, and
Darabont's freaking awesome.
he's amazing, and the story he had. That's the movie I wanted to see. That's the movie everyone wanted to see. And I got the Cliff Notes version of it because I wasn't allowed to read it. But like my friend told me, and he's like, yeah, and it was somebody in the industry. So I can't say who it is. But he said, he goes, this script was fantastic. It hit everything it needed to hit. There was even because Darabont was very, very close at the time too to landing a couple of people who were done making movies altogether, and right before he passed away. It was going to be Sean Connery was going to be in for a scene, not the entire movie, but he was going to be in for a scene. They had what do you call it? The actresses from the original movies. They were what's her face? Kate Capshaw. She was supposed to be in it as well. They were going to kind of hit everything. Short Round was going to be in there as well.
Oh, damn, nice.
Yep, the way he had it. It was kind of like it was going to be a big send off for the character. It was supposed to be that's it, the 4th one, and that's it. There was going to be no more. And he said the story was absolutely fantastic. It was the last go around with the Yahtzees, but it was solid. The movie was strong, and they just bastardized the whole thing. They said that Lucas, this is the rumor. This one I can't confirm, but they said the rumor was Lucas was very upset because he didn't come up with this idea. And he wanted to do something different. He pitched this idea with the crystal skulls instead, and he hired a couple of people to help write it, and it kind of turned out into what it turned out. But the other one was going to be homage to the original movies, and then from there, it was going to be a proper send-off for the character. And he kind of rides off into the sunset the way he's supposed to, not what they're about to do to him. Because this movie coming out, this is the final nail in the coffin, but not only that, they want to erase the franchise, which is retarded.
So then they can just do whatever the hell they want.
Well, yeah, they just want to take the property, put a pink wash it, throw some chick in it who's masculine. It's not even a woman really. It's just a man role with a woman playing it.
Well, they're doing it with National Treasure too.
Oh yeah, they're doing it with everything. Look at the comics.
We already had Tomb Raider, right? That was our female Indiana Jones, basically, and now it's all not that anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's everything. Like Marvel Comics, the MCU, like the real comics, like everything. And it's like the joke for a while was how like you play like Uncharted or whatever, and you're like, oh, guess what? He's gonna have a kid, and it's gonna be a daughter, and it's gonna replace him. And it's like, this is so stupid. Like You're alienating your original fan base, and the people you're pandering to liked the original stuff too. Like most female gamers that I know liked the toxic masculinity. It's what attracted them to the genre. I mean, hell, look at Melanie Mac Goes Boom. She's a freaking Tomb Raider fan. She's like, I like the OG design. This new one is depressing.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I do like the new games though. I'm not gonna lie.
They are fun.
New games are fun.
They're fun,
I just
but
like the death scenes.
Well, the death scenes are fantastic. I mean, that's worth playing just for that.
Mm-hmm.
And to see how far you can get and how many times you can kill it. It's just, it's great. But you can have a whole party. Bring a bunch of friends over. Just load up different sections from where you play. And go, all right, I'm going to try to kill her this way. But
no, I can see it now. Vinny's got his own little Deadpool going before the game freaking starts again. Okay, well, how's she going to die this time?
Dude, they are violent deaths. There's a part where she gets like a piece of metal. She falls in the river, and if you don't do the right thing, there's a piece of metal that goes through her neck and her jugular. Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, and she's still alive, like clinging to
twitching. Wonderful. Oh God, no, Godzillion. Oh no. Sorry. My source is good old Hans cock. That's the only cock that you have to follow. So
and Indie 4 is like definitely a product of the time, because History Channel at that time was like promoting like a lot of the aliens. You know, I had the aliens guy, and like everything in history somehow revolved around aliens being a part of it. So like the ending in it being aliens.
We didn't even get the crystal
ancient aliens,
like,
declassified, Area 51, like on and on and on.
Indiana Jones, the Raiders of the Lost Cash.
That's why I didn't mind it, because like I understood what they were trying to do, because that's like what they were kind of pushing and stuff anyway.
Dude, my company paid when I was working in the gaming industry, and we were right across the street from the Irvine Spectrum Mall, which has a big movie theater in it. Our company paid for us to go and watch it. Wow. And we're walking out. And I just remember, like, one of my coworkers was saying to me, like, right in front of our boss who paid for this, he goes, the space between spaces? My God, I think I lost brain cells.
That's funny.
I think I need to get my ears checked, because I could have swore instead of him saying the gaming industry, I thought he said the gaying industry. I really got to get my ears
Hi, guys.
Ooga.
Tighten up those graphics.
Right? Hail, Soul Assassin, and the Sentinel. Yeah, 2008. I got to say, you're right. That was a good time for movies, man. Dark Knight started the MCU in a better direction. The things that they were doing were good. Again, Indy had. All right, I wouldn't say I hated it completely either, but there were giant sections I despised about it. The campus scene was pretty fun. It was cool for what it was. Again, I'm not a fan of Shia LaBeouf. But
you know what? I really liked a few of the callbacks that they had in there, especially with the big storeroom, where you see that there's the art, and there you obviously get hints of some of the other stuff that during some of his ventures and shit like that. I did appreciate that. I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But like I said, once you know that what the movie was supposed to be, and then you watch that one, you can see how the disappointment sets in. But bringing back what's her face from the original movie? Help me out with her name. I can't remember. The actress Marion. I can't remember the actress's name, but bringing her back. I mean, like that was something that was always in the cards. So that's the one thing they kind of kept from the original script. So that was cool to see. But it wasn't so much that like they had a kid and then it kind of came together again later on. It was more like she was always sort of there, like they reconnected when he was still younger, and then they had a life from that point. So the movie would have been something totally different. So it is a shame that they didn't go that direction, and now we're getting what we're getting, because from what it sounds like, if it is 100% true, because there's been a number of different leaks coming out about this film. All of them agree that they kill off. I think there's only one version where Indy does not die. I think they shot like 3 or 4 different endings. And
damn.
Yeah, and only one of them he doesn't die. The other ones he does. And it's ridiculous because they go, "Oh, don't worry, Indy will be back," but not Indy. It'll be whatever that character's name. She's supposed to be Brody's daughter, from what I understand.
What?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't like. That's not like, if you want to end the series and make a spin-off or something, by all means, but don't destroy the legacy of the original characters.
Yeah, It's ridiculous. I don't know why they do that. What up,
Well,
Parrot?
it demoralizes.
Yeah. Sambagogo, how you doing, man? Yeah, well, that's it. They wanted to kind of destroy the whole character, together.
Well,
That
look
way.
at our culture. It's everything. Our culture is gone. We used to export culture to the world.
Oh, I know, but hey, you know what? There is something though. There is some underlining things that are kind of shining through now. People are seeing that money is not being made. So other people in positions of power, they are deciding to make some more important calls, and they're scrapping some shit. Over at DC, they decided to do that. Yeah, they scrapped a whole bunch of the really bad direction that they were going to go in with the DC characters. They're going to keep the stronger ones in there. I think Momoa even had someone interviewed him for his new movie, and they brought up the Henry Cavill thing, and he's like, Henry's the perfect Superman. He goes, I'm so delighted that they are bringing him back. He's an awesome guy. He should be Superman forever. It's just, now that they're going to be going in a more positive direction with the character, he's not going to be emo Superman. He's not going to be whatever weird shit that they were doing. He's going to be the hopefulness of what we need, a real hero again. So that's a good sign. 1, 2, they canceled the Margot Robbie shitty pirate movie. They scrapped it. It's not happening. So that's a great sign as well. Part of it is because they're trying to throw more money at Johnny because they think
aren't they firing and laying people off over at Disney too?
Oh yeah, 10,000 people.
Yep. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's like this is like a catalyst to try to course correct.
Yeah.
Well, I think people are realizing, like Vinny was saying, money isn't being made. But I think a lot of it is actually, and I can't say all of it because Mama Susan, and I don't want to jeopardize Vinny's channel, but there's a certain red country that uses a term called sparring partner. And what they'll do is they'll acquire companies, like foreign companies, learn all of their secrets, and when they're no longer of value, they cut them free. And it recently happened with Blizzard. And they steal all their insider information and make their own shit, and then crash and burn the companies, the sparring partners that they acquired. And that's been happening. And that, we're looking at some a certain country that's about to do what is, how can I phrase this without getting in trouble? Another country that rhymes with Kaiwan that they're going to be attacking, and it's going to bring us into a hot whore. I don't know. God, I feel so terrible trying to stumble through this, but as a result,
they're going to put us to a hot pot.
Yeah, they're going to put us in a hot pot, and as a result, all of these companies, trust me, as somebody that works in cybersecurity, I can tell you, a lot of American companies are really starting to kind of wring their collars over this, because when this goes hot, you can't do business with the enemy, and that's a lot of lost revenue. So you got to shore everything up, and we're seeing the shoring up stage right now.
Yeah. Did you see old Castro's son in the country above us? He had a little meeting with Pooh Bear, and it didn't go so great.
No, nobody did. They're hurting over there. Foxconn, the company that basically makes every Western electronics company, their employees just said F this. The entire campus just walked out. That's like millions of employees. Millions, that's going to destroy our economy in the next couple of years, or at least in the coming months. Christmas holiday season, good luck trying to get an iPhone. But it looks like all the trash and everything that's all over, it's a disaster area. Nobody's making good on this one. Nobody's getting out of this one unscathed.
No, I think everyone needs to start practicing on how to take out robot dogs with machine guns strapped on their backs.
Those Boston Dynamics nightmares.
Right? This is getting ridiculous, man. I'm gonna have to get some more bumpers put in here so we could combat this the best way we could with humor. But no, it's gonna be crazy. But the one thing that is decent, at least, is that the House is now under the Republican law, and it looks like they filed lawsuits against
that was so satisfying. No, you see the one they did against a certain HB and his big guy thing? I watched, it was so satisfying watching that. They're called out everything.
I know Bob Alinsky was saying that he's happy because he's finally gonna be vindicated. Because again, like there was so much flip flopping with all that stuff that they go, oh no, it's Russian disinformation, blah, 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 the same shit, and they go, oh, actually it's real. Then no, what's on there is fake. Then they go, oh no, that was real because not only that it's all over social media, but it was sent to every single head of state around the world. The guy who cracked into it, Jack something, I forgot his last name. He sent it to everyone, every top agency in the world. So that's why no one wants to do business with the big man and all that shit, because they see not only how corrupt they are, how deranged they are, how sick they are. The whole thing with the FTX stuff, that whole situation. It's one of the biggest scandals in all of history.
Oh yeah, all the money.
And the kid's not arrested. And why? Because they complied. They paid off. They greased palms. So all this shit's going to blow up really, really into something way bigger, way sooner. And again, with this holiday season coming up now, like right before Thanksgiving, looks like Diesel ain't going to be around for much longer here. That's what they're all saying. No one is saying anything else about it. No one's saying get prepared. I don't know what they think or what they're planning, but you literally had the Saudis saying get ready because things are going to get ugly fast for everyone in the Western world. So I don't know what's going on. This is what they said. This was on the news. It's been in a bunch of different places. So folks, do whatever you need to do because shit's going to get scary pretty quickly. It was what it looks like. That's why we're trying to bring more humor here. We're trying to, be cool with everyone. And the people who can't, God bless, good luck. But yeah, this is insane. This shit is insane. Yeah, the girlfriend and all the connections.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the head of Almeida or whatever that, umbrella company. Yeah, dude.
She looks like Golem.
Yeah.
My precious. Can you write a back door so that I can launder my money to you?
Right? Holy crap. And there was an interview where she's talking when I lost the first $1,000, you feel guilty. But then over time, it just kind of goes away. Oh, because the money's even bigger that you're messing with and you're losing for people. Okay. Gotcha.
I liked when she was like,
I'm on amphetamines. I take a lot of uppers.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, they said they were living in these 10-person orgy houses and stuff. And what the? Who says we're gonna do business with this guy?
Well, dude, that's California for you. When I got into the gaming industry and I went into a startup, it blew my mind. It was like, is there no HR department? What the hell is It's a bunch of spoiled children who got a bunch of money and do a bunch of they're pretending they're cosplaying as adults.
Yeah.
But doing it poorly.
Right. By the way, Godzilla, look up who her father is and you'll see why all the palms are being greased and in government and everything. That's the reason why she was there. This is why no arrests have been made yet. So I don't know. Republicans, they're getting it. All right. I don't know if they said they filed these lawsuits. I don't know if they could do anything until January. I don't know if anything else has happened before then, but they said they're going after them. Rand Paul said it in his victory speech. He's going to investigate everything that had happened during the lockdown stuff, the cause, all that shit. Dude, they're going after them. So
until I see the scaffolding drop and a bunch of things dangling, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
It's all political theater. We've always heard, they're going to release the Kraken. And no, dude, that's all bullshit.
They're already going after Trump, guys. They're announcing, I think it was a half hour ago, they were going to announce how now they're going to start looking into the fact that Trump had paperwork that he wasn't supposed to have, which we already knew.
Well, they dropped all of that. All the stuff.
They're going after him again.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's going to be shit slinging nonstop now because.
And there's going to be nothing done.
Right.
I covered a little bit, Vinny, and I know you were busy, but the whole marijuana thing, it's only in Washington that he's trying to get these crimes dropped, and then he's urging other people in other states to do it. If he really wanted to do something about it, they would do it and do the exact same thing and get out of it all.
Yeah.
No,
dude. I hear you guys, and that's the crazy thing is listen, they have to step up now because if they don't, things are going to hit the fan even harder for everyone. Now, we're not just talking about political theater. We're talking about regular people, regular Americans. People cannot survive anymore, period.
So his announcing it so soon is a little odd.
What was
What's
that?
up?
Him announcing his presidency this soon is a little odd.
Yeah, 2 years
Yeah,
before.
It's literally because of all of the shitstorming that's going to happen. If he did it beforehand, they would have been like, "Oh, that's the reason everything failed," even though that wasn't the case. And there's been videos popping up everywhere of what actually happened, which is even more hilarious. But they blame him anyway. They're going to try to throw everything they could because they don't have anything. They see that the Americans saw through all of the bullshit that the Dems did and how horrible shit had gone. Things are still going down the toilet. You can't sit there and be like, "Yeah, everything's great. The economy's booming." No, it's not.
Well, look at Kari Lake. I mean, they're still getting away with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Well, see that is the whole thing with all this shit. Listen, like you said, between November and December they can't do shit. Come January, they better be pulling the trigger on everything. If they don't, then everything's lost. Everything's lost on every level. But you also have certain chief justices and things who have been to certain islands. There's photos with them and girls on their laps and all that. So who knows what's really going to happen? Are we going to get to January? Or, we have a little lunatic who's shot things over into other countries and claimed it was someone else, and just so they could start WW3 here. This is just insane. They caught him lying red-handed, saying that he's got 50 targets, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that wasn't even his missile. That was someone else's missile.
Hear what Marjorie Taylor Greene said?
What's that?
She's like, just that act alone, just bringing that into question, all the money going there, done. Like, nope, cut it off. Why are we sending billions of dollars to an actor who is in a certain type of adult film, who's running a country with possible links to finances to certain politicians and certain biolabs and all that stuff? Like, why is my taxpayers' money? Like, people are already feeling the pinch. People are like, "Oh my God, this is going to be the worst Christmas ever." Hell, even the slugs that just got axed by Elon there at Twitter, those people are hurting. Like, hate them, love them or hate them. The point is there's no money coming in for them. They're Americans, and there's no money. That means they're part of our economy being in the toilet.
Well, you know what, Chris, you're talking about, like, why are we funding that kind of shit? Wasn't this the exact reason why he just dropped trowel on everything and just yanked everybody back from Afghanistan? Because they said we shouldn't be over there doing things on foreign lands and everything like that. And then here they are throwing money to their chosen foreign land people. Right there. I mean, the hypocrisy couldn't be any more plainer than that, really.
But dude, Trump actually had a plan for withdrawal that was negotiated with the Taliban. Like, it was like, hey, we talked to the enemy agreed, and this is an armistice, and we're gonna back out. Like, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this new guy comes in, completely bull in the china shop, just destroys everything, and just handed over billions of dollars of American taxpayer-funded weaponry.
Well, Chris, if there's no war, certain political people can't make money. It's as simple as that. So that's why they did the shit that they did. Orange Man, he didn't cause any wars. His whole presidency, there were no wars. He didn't start any, rather. Whatever was there,
Korean DMZ,
well, that's it. Yeah, he made peace with crazy people. Because he was able to do it. Because he's like, yeah, listen, we can't have these missiles and shit going off. We can't do this stuff. But I'm bringing up Papa Cotton's comment because you'll be surprised. There's a couple people that I know that are beyond normies who wouldn't go near this stuff and who is seeing it right now. So, like I said, more of this shit is seeping out more and more.
I wish it was tinfoil hat. I wish it was. I hope somebody's like, that loudmouth juke. Like, he's just crazy. Like, don't pay attention to him, because ultimately what that means is I'm the only one that's nuts and the rest of the country's doing fine. Well, but unfortunately, it's just been a matter of time.
You know what, though, getting back to the whole normie thing, though, I mean, if you look what happened, okay, did this whole thing, and I know Trina and a few of us were talking about, the whole red wave, we just thought it was going to sputter from the beginning. We didn't buy completely into it just because we seen what they've been doing. It's been plain as day what they're doing. It couldn't be any more obvious to people. But you know what? There was enough people, normies, that were paying attention that the house flipped. That shouldn't have happened. if everybody is under this spell. People are finally starting to wake up, and it's them getting hit in their freaking pockets, and that's where you hurt people the most when they can't afford to buy what they normally would buy. They can't afford to buy food and bread, and God forbid they can't afford to buy things that they use in their spare time as entertainment and enjoyment. And when they can no longer afford that, all those things add up like, hey, something isn't right here, because it wasn't like this under the previous administration when we were told that this is a hateful, harmful person that's destroying the country. It wasn't like that then. Why is it like this now when they say it's supposed to be so much better?
Right.
People are waking up to it, and that's why the house flipped. And you know what? If they continue down the path that they are going right now, which they're going to, more people are going to be hurt. And especially all these dumb young kids that have been pretty much Alex DeLarge at this point, and they got the Clockwork Orange shit going on. They're going to wake up when they find out that there's no jobs for them, there's no future for them, and that they can't do anything with their lives. There's only so long that you could blame a previous administration where you got to stop and say, okay, this is bullshit. We're too far removed from that, and it shouldn't even be a factor.
Yeah, and
he only had 4 years, man. Like,
I know.
You can't blame. Like, Obama had 8. Yo, I'm just saying.
Well, he's got 12 actually. But anyway,
exactly.
Nelson, the gentleman, hail, brother. Yeah, man. I hope you enjoy it tomorrow when you watch it. But like the Sentinel brought up too, and I saw this from a couple other politicians that said it, including the guy in New York who lost. Again, I got family and friends in New York, and the shit that they said is, they said it's outrageous that everyone is flipping out. They said there's no way that woman won. But listen, what happened was, like Tommy was saying too, the house shouldn't have flipped in that situation, but it did. And why? That guy in New York, he thanked everyone because he showed the photos. The entire state is red except for like 3 or 4 areas of New York, and that should say it all right there. Because he goes, it's those extra votes, it's the extra Republicans who did win that we got the majority of the House, and that's why Nancy got shit canned. Because if that did not happen, because they can only hit the certain big areas, because you have people like Schumer who put in these other bullshit laws and everything else, so that they could keep doing whatever illegal shit that they're going to do.
Yeah, that's another one that needs to go.
Yeah.
Right. But the other areas, they didn't expect the overwhelming number of people to pour in like they did. That's why the House was lost. So,
Vinny,
listen,
do you think it's true? Like back, remember when they said Trump lost? The reason they hit it so hard was because they think states like California and New York actually did turn red.
Well, I heard that too, man. Who fucking knows at this point? I think it's very possible because they said right now too, giant sections of California were completely red as well. It's the big certain areas where that it didn't, because again, we know the kind of shit that they.
Well, if you look at county by county too, in a lot of these places that won.
I think we're focusing too much on the red versus blue instead of the action versus the inaction.
Right.
Because I think we know the Democrats are freaking evil, but the Republicans are fucking useless.
Well, exactly.
You're not wrong.
Because the Republicans, majority of them are actual Democrats as well.
Yeah, they're all bribed and
Yeah, it's not just rhinos. It's like you said, their palms are greased. So that's why they pass these certain bills and shit, because they don't care. All right, there's a fuck it. The world's going to shit anyway. I want my cut, so I stay on top. That's what it usually comes down to. So you have 2 or 3 of them at most who are actually fighting the proper fight, and that's why they had attempts taken on their lives. People like Rand Paul, they swatted the Marjorie Taylor Greene fucking 6 times, whatever it is. It's because they don't want those people to step up anymore. They want them to be afraid, intimidated, and everything else.
Well, why do you think the Democrats hate Trump so much? Why do you think it's because he's a Republican? Because deep down, he was a Democrat, and he was a Democrat, and he tried running as Democrat, and it didn't work out for him, so he switched parties. But deep down inside, like a lot of the values that he holds are actually Democratic values. The only difference is he would be what's considered a conservative Democrat. That is the only difference.
Right. But it's also because he knows all their secrets, 1. 2, he called them all out. He said that he used their tactics as well. He goes, I'd be stupid not to, when all the little loopholes and shit. He goes, but you know what?
Chappelle said?
Yes, I shared that earlier today. The Chappelle thing. Yeah, exactly, dude.
He's an honest liar.
An honest liar, bro. Yes.
Well, and that's it, isn't it? The whole fucking thing. He knows what was going on, and those people are all shitting their pants. That's why they're doing as much as they could. Again, he knows what happened over there on the so-called island that everyone keeps brushing away like it didn't happen. How come you don't hear about the ex-girlfriend anymore and all that stuff? Because they're giving her the plea deal and everything else. They're going to let her walk. It's insane. So yeah. Anyway, but we're jumping all over the place, and I got to start wrapping up because there's some other shit going on tonight as well. We got some cool wrestling over with Draven, and I got to take care of some things. So, but real quick, to me, just thank a couple other cool people out there. Scotsman TV, brother, I want to get you on Sunday. So if you're around, please let me know. If you're free for Sunday. Much love, brother. Great people out there. Dark Side Comics. I forgot to send you a link tonight. My bad, brother. I knew I forgot somebody, but sorry again. I was running a little bit late myself today. But if you want to come on next week, if you're around, please let me know, and you're always welcome, bro. Yes. Everybody, here is Draven. Draven, let them know what's going on tonight.
Okay, so at 7:15, we'll go over to my channel and we'll watch Dynamite from Wednesday night, and then that'll pretty much lead almost into us watching Rampage at 10 o'clock tonight, and then we'll after Rampage, since Rampage is only an hour, we'll probably go over the card for Full Gear, give like our predictions and stuff like that, and who we want or who we think is gonna win those matches. But yeah, thanks for having me. Always appreciated.
Nice, man. Dude, always great having you here. For sure, brother. And yeah, we're gonna have fun tonight over there. We got Chris Fisk in the house as well. And what do you got for the good people?
Well, unfortunately, I might be missing some of the wrestling stuff tonight, but I'll be over on Immortal Rising Comics channel at 7. We're talking all sorts of geek and RPG stuff. And speaking of which, my book Infinitale Chronicles has an awesome website. If you go to infinitaalechronicles.com, you can check out the first book, first 15 pages free. And, there's a link to it inside to go to Amazon, and you can pick it up there if you missed the campaign. And then book 2's also got both variants with the first 15 pages for free. And there's a whole bunch of cool stuff that I've been continually adding to it. So yeah, if you're into RPG stuff, check it out. And thanks for having me, Vinny.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, always a blast, my friend. We got Tommy in the house as well. He's got guinea pigs on camera. Look at that. We got the pig can. You're on, Tommy?
The pig can is always active, man. It's always active. And we like to have fun here at the Guinea Pig Collective. Just remember that we're all about having a good time and having some laughs, especially at the expense of other people, because that's just the way we roll. And for all those haters out there, the only thing I have to say is
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
and that's it. Yes. So we got a couple more shorts up there. We did a big review of the Megatron Hiss Tank from the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover. Holy shit, is that thing a waste of money? $100 figure with paint misapplications, pieces that feel like they're going to fall off and break. Don't get me wrong, the thing looked pretty good as a Hiss Tank. It looked all right into robot mode until I really started looking at it. It looked like a dollar store knockoff robot. But, if it wasn't for the packaging and the Baroness figure, I probably would have sent this damn thing back. That's how irritated I am with it. What a hunk of shit. But we're gonna continue with the battle bots. We got a bunch of new figures that we need to shoot and get up. So we're gonna continue to have fun with some of these figures that are looking good and the companies that are doing it right, man. So just keep checking it out. Hopefully we get the computer up soon, the new one, and I'll be able to get back into making regular videos since Microsoft, those bastards, destroyed this old one.
Right?
Fuckers.
It's crazy, but dude, Tommy, thanks, man. Yeah, we had a great time over on his channel last night, so go check it out. And I do have a new figure up as well. If you guys want to see that review, we got the Crow, Brandon Lee from the Crow. That one's up. Awesome figure. But Lasso of Truth, speaking of toys and someone who's got a channel that's kind of devoted to toys right now and soon to be horror as well, we got Trina. What's up?
Hey, well, thank you for having me on, and it was great streaming with you guys. And yeah, my channel, Lasso of Truth, it's toy reviews right now, and there'll be a new one coming out this weekend, probably by Sunday sometime. I'm not gonna say which one it is. That'll be a surprise.
Okay. Cool. Looking forward to it. Trina, you're always awesome, and I'm looking forward to more of those reviews.
This must be where they sacrificed virgins.
Holy shit. That's an excellent one. And again, thank you so much. Yeah, we got Superfan himself right here, Adam Shawhan.
That's right. Thanks for having me. It's been a blast. My channel's still nuked for another week or so.
Jesus.
So check out everything on Fun University. We went Wednesday for digital distraction. And of course, today, Friday Fun with Friends. We did that. And yeah, it'll be about another week till we're back on the main channel. And then we'll be right back to hitting it like we do all the time, man. You know, and being with all these wonderful people and creators and great friends and having fun. Thanks for having me. I had a blast. And, you know, the only cock you should ever trust. Hans
cock. That's right, brother. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, real quick too. I mean, you guys, you know it, you've seen it. It's pinned in the chat. We got awesome books out there. Again, high quality. Yeah, you don't have to listen to the people with their fake, I'm a culture warrior, we need to support indies, and then they never support indies. And, you know, we actually have people out here creating great stuff, like Chris, like myself, like Red, Miriam. Yeah, we're putting out the good stuff. So if you want the good stuff, it's available. There is no waiting on this campaign. You get it immediately. I ship it out right away. So if you want quality, you're going to get it. This is campaign number 6. So I've been doing, 6 of them back to back. It's crazy. But I will be trying to give you some updates again soon on City of Venus 2. I am working on that. Production is underway. So, that'll be the next major comic book that I'm going to be putting out. It's going to be bigger as well. So it's 52 pages is what I'm aiming for on that one. But yeah, I want to make sure I have the majority of it done before I even launch a campaign. I might do another campaign in between that or right before that one, because I know a lot of people like the sketchbooks that I've shown. I had a couple of different ash cans over the years, so I might do like a bigger book, a more like a collected version of stuff. I'm thinking about it right now. I might pull the trigger on that beforehand, because I could even add a couple of like those standees for the other characters from my other projects, because we do have an awesome one here from Shadow of the Kraken. This is the first one that I made. I love them. I got to thank Chris again. He helped me out with this, and you know, how to set it up and do the right stuff. And I think they turned out beautiful. So I am going to have like a series of these things. Oh, what's up, Jim Cox? How you doing, man?
Hey.
Welcome. But yeah, we are.
I like that. I like that Jim jumped in the chat and he did his best Vicky Guerrero. Awesome. Excuse me.
Oh God. Not looking forward to that on freaking Saturday, because she's with Nyla Rose.
Oh wow. But damn. Oh yeah, Les was putting out the links too. Look at that. Excellent. So yes, jump on these links. Get that stuff out there. Again, we're trying to have a good time here. Yeah. So don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't cry about Disney and then watch all their shit. If you like it though, good for you. God bless. You want to enjoy, fine. But again, all the fake people out there that they just want to, I'm going to do it for my channel. I'm going to do it for my channel. I'm doing it so you don't have to. Get the fuck out of here. It's too ridiculous already. You know, Hans Cox said it best. He said it multiple times. Where is it? I mean,
Get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, bullshit. But hey, you know what? We're gonna have fun over on Draven soon. I gotta get going. Got a couple things to take care of. Got to get some food as well. So everybody, please have a great night. And just don't forget
the fact that her father took showers with her in a way that was, quote, not appropriate. Ask yourself, is there any explanation for that behavior that is justifiable? And there's not. It's sick.